StudyIQ மூலமாக பயில வந்திருக்கும் அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். இது வந்து நம்மளுடைய group 1 paper key discussionல fourth part video and last part. So I'll be discussing questions from 151 to 200. Okay, this is me Divya Janani, an alumnus of BIT Pilani, and I have 5 years of teaching experience for TNPSC, and I have trained more than 1,000 students both online and offline. Okay, so first question goes like this: the Council of Ministers of the Parliament hold office during the pleasure of. Okay, so as per the English version, the correct answer would be President. And நாடாளுமன்ற அமைச்சரவை நீடிப்பது இவரது ஆளுமையால். Okay, so as per the Tamil version, the answer is Pradhama Mandri. A, option A. So this is a challenge question again. Okay. Next question is, which of the following articles broadly govern the relationship between the Prime Minister and the President? பின்வரும் எந்த விதிகள் ஜனாதிபதி மற்றும் பிரதம மந்திரியின் உறவுகளை விவரிக்கின்றன? Okay, the articles are 74, 75 and 78. Okay, 74 is Council of Ministers to aid and advise the President, and Article 75 is other provisions as to ministers, and Article 78 deals with the duties of Prime Minister as respect the furnishing of information to the President. So 74, 75 and 78, option A is the correct answer. Just if you know the Article 78, you can correctly mark the correct answer, option A. So next question is, Directive Principles of State Policy, that is DPSP, are described as life-giving provisions of the Constitution by. அரசு நேரடி வழிகாட்டு கொள்கைகள் என்பது அரசியல் அமைப்பிற்கு உயிரளிக்கும் விதிகளாகும் அப்படின்னு சொன்னது யாரு? Okay, it is none other than L.M. Singhvi. Okay, so L.M. Singhvi says like this: directives are the life-giving provisions of the Constitution. So Changla says like this: if these principles are carried out, then our country would be a heaven or on earth. Okay, B.R. Ambedkar says that economic democracy, not just political democracy. And Granville Austin says that it aims at furthering the goals of the social revolution. Okay, so it is important to know who said what about DPSP. Okay, next question goes like this: consider the following statements on fundamental duties. அடிப்படை கடமைகள் தொடர்பான கீழ்க்கண்ட வாக்கியங்களை கவனிக்கவும். Parliament cannot impose it by a legislation. நாடாளுமன்றம் சட்டத்தின் மூலம் இதை அமல்படுத்த முடியாது. It is applicable only to Indian citizens. இது இந்திய குடிமக்களுக்கே பொருந்தும். All fundamental duties are either moral or civil duties. அனைத்து அடிப்படை கடமைகளுமே ஒழுக்க நெறிகளையோ அல்லது குடிமை கடமைகளையோ அடிப்படையாக கொண்டவை. Paying taxes is a fundamental duty. அரசுக்கு வரிகளை செலுத்துவதும் ஒரு அடிப்படை கடமை. Okay, which of the following is true? Okay, so option 1 is obviously not true, because we can enforce through a legislation by the Parliament, and that is why option 1 here given here is wrong, and option 2 and 3 are correct. Okay, so paying taxes is a fundamental duty. So paying taxes is a fundamental duty. So it is not a fundamental duty, paying taxes. So that is why option C, where 2 and 3 are correct, that will be the answer. Next question is, which of the following fundamental rights was converted as legal right? Very, very easy question. பின் வருவனவற்றுள் எந்த அடிப்படை உரிமை சட்ட உரிமையாக மாற்றப்பட்டது? So article 31, right? Article 31, right to property, that has been changed from fundamental right to a legal right. Okay, next is, identify the fundamental duty that was added in 2002 by the 86th Amendment Act. 2002 86ஆம் அரசியல் சாசன திருத்த சட்டம் மூலமாக சேர்க்கப்பட்ட அடிப்படை கடமையை கண்டறிக. Okay, so this is also an easy question. So it was the last thing done on fundamental duty. So to provide opportunities for education to children between the age of 6 to 14 years. That will be the correct answer. Okay, next one is, consider the following statements. The Constitution of India establishes a parliamentary form of government. Okay, இந்திய அரசியலமைப்பு சட்டம் பாராளுமன்ற அரசாங்க முறையை நிறுவியுள்ளது. Prime Minister is the head of the government. President is the head of the government. Real executive power rests with the President of India. Okay, so obviously option 3 and 4 are wrong. Okay, because President is the head of the state, and Prime Minister is the head of the government, and real executive power rests with the Prime Minister. Okay, that is why option A is correct here. Okay, so the President shall be the head of the state and represent the state vis-a-vis foreign states. The President of India has been made only a nominal executive, the real executive being the Council of Ministers headed by the Prime Minister. Next question is, by what name or names is our country mentioned in the Indian Constitution? இந்திய அரசியலமைப்பில் குறிப்பிடப்பட்டுள்ள இந்தியாவின் பெயர் யாது? So India and Bharat. Okay, so the first article of the constitution deals with this: India, that is Bharat, shall be a union of states. Next question goes like this: match the following. So it is nothing but DPSP. You have to match the correct DPSP and the article. Okay, so this is an easy question. So Article 39B deals with abolition of hereditary property. Article 48A deals with protection of ecology and environment from pollution. And Article 39B deals with equal pay for equal work, and 39A deals with free legal aid to the poor. Okay, so this is an easy question. So we'll be differentiating DPSPs like socialistic principles, Gandhian principles, and liberal intellectual principles. So this is just a guide to remember which comes under which article comes under which part. Okay, next question. You have to match the preamble and the wording said by different people. Okay, political horoscope. Preamble as a political horoscope was said by K. Munshi, and keynote to the Constitution was said by Ernest Barker. Soul of the Constitution was said by Thakur Das Barker, and Paradise of Lawyers was said by Sir Ivor Jennings. Okay, so K. Munshi was one of the members of the drafting committee as well, and he said the preamble of the Constitution as a political horoscope. And Ernest Barker, okay, was an English political scientist who said preamble as the keynote to the Constitution, and the preamble indicates that the source of Constitution is we the people of India. Okay, it has also been called as political horoscope of Indian Constitution, and soul of the Constitution by Thakur Das Barker, and identity card of the Constitution by Palkiwala. Okay. Next question is an aptitude question. Find the value of k if 1 cube plus 2 cube plus dash 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 plus k cube is equal to 44,100. Okay, so you have to find the value of k. Okay, this is also an easy question if you know the correct formula. Okay, you have to use this formula: k into k plus 1 divided by 2 whole square is equal to 44,100. So we have to take the square root. If you take the square root, you will be getting the answer k is equal to 20. Okay. Next question is: if a is equal to 2 power 65 and b is equal to 2 power 64 plus dash 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 plus 2 power 0, which of the following is true? Okay, so it says that a is larger than b by 1. Okay, so you can just see here a is equal to 2 power 65 and b is equal to 2 power 64 plus what is given here. Okay, so the formula goes like this: Sn is equal to a 1 minus r power n divided by 1 minus r. Okay, 1 being greater than r. Right, so we know that a is equal to 2 power 64 and n is equal to 65 here. Okay, so if you correctly do it, a is equal to 2 power 65 and b is equal to 2 power 65 minus 1. Okay, so obviously a is larger than b by 1. Okay, so if you want to take the shortcut, so if a is equal to 2 power n and b is equal to 2 power n minus 1 plus 2 power n minus 3, you can always say that a is always greater than b by 1. The next question is: find the missing number 3, 12, 27, 48, 75, 108. Okay, the next number would be 147. Okay, because 3 4s are 12, 3 9s are 27. Okay, and then 3 6 are 40, 3 16s are 48, and 3 into 25 is equal to 75. Okay, it goes like this. So 4 is equal to 2 square, 9 is equal to 3 square, and again 16 is equal to 4 square. So correct answer would be 3 into 7 square, which is equal to 147. Okay, next question is: in the given number pattern, find the next term. 21 divided by 33, 321 divided by 444, 4321 divided by 555. So it is going like descending order. Okay, so 5321 upon 666 would be the answer here. Okay. Next one is: if humble is given by the code this, and what does the code education mean? Okay, so it is just rearranging the letters. Okay, so your H is gone into the second position, like that. You have to just see and mark the correct answer. Okay, so here H is going to the second position. Okay, so E should be, this E should go to the second position. Okay, so like that you have to find it out. Okay, so you can see here, so humble is 1 2 3 4 5, you put like this, and it has been changed like 6 1 5 2 4 3. Okay, similarly education you can do that. Okay, so this will be the correct answer. option D. Next one is, what is the probability of getting an even number when a die is thrown? Okay, ஒரு பகடையை உருட்டும் பொழுது ஒரு இரட்டைப்படை எண் கிடைப்பதற்கான நிகழ்தகவு யாது? Okay, so it is half, because even numbers would be 2, 4, 6 in a dice, and probability of getting even number is 3 upon 6, that will be 1 of half. Okay. So the present ages of Arun and Suresh are 24 years and 36 years respectively. What was the ratio between the ages of Suresh and Arun 8 years ago? Okay. So Arun மற்றும் சுரேஷ் தற்போதைய வயதுகள் முறையே 24 வருடங்கள் மற்றும் 36 வருடங்கள் எனில் 8 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு முன்பு சுரேஷ் மற்றும் அருண் வயதுகளின் விகிதம் என்னவாக இருந்திருக்கும்? Okay, so now the விகிதம் is 24:36, right? So before 8 years. Okay, so 36 minus 8 and 24 minus 8, so that will be equal to 28:16, which is equal to 7:4. Okay, so here the names is changed. Suresh and Arun is asked. Okay, so we have to carefully note it down and then you have to work it out to option C. Next is, A and B together can do a piece of work in 16 days and A alone can do it in 48 days. How long will B alone take to complete the work? Okay, so A மற்றும் B ஆகியவை இருவரும் இணைந்து ஒரு வேலையை 16 நாட்களில் முடிப்பர். A தனியே அந்த வேலையை 48 நாட்களில் முடிப்பார் எனில் B தனியே அந்த வேலையை எத்தனை நாட்களில் முடிப்பார்? Okay, answer is 24 days. Okay, so A plus B together for 16 days and A alone for 48 days. So if we take the LCM, it will be 3 units. So A alone is 1 unit. So B alone would be 2 units. That is why 48 upon 2. So A is 48, right? So B will be equal to 48 upon 2, which is equal to 24 days. Next one is 210 men working 12 hours a day can finish a job in 18 days. And how many men can are required to finish the job in 20 days working 14 hours a day? Okay, so the options are E, D, H is equal to E, D, H. So E, that is equal to men is 210 into D is days, 18 days into 12 hours. Okay, that will be equal to E2 into 20 into 14. That is the answer would be 162. Very easy if you apply the formula. Okay, next question is, if 5 persons complete 5 projects in 5 days, then 50 persons complete 50 projects in how many days? Okay, so 5 நபர்கள் 5 வேலையை 5 நாட்களில் முடிப்பர் எனில் 50 நபர்கள் 50 வேலைகளை எத்தனை நாட்களில் செய்து முடிப்பர்? Okay, so here the formula goes like this: E, D by W. Okay, so here the 5 days is given. Okay, so 5 persons, 5 projects, 5 works is given. Okay, so 5 into 5 upon 5 is equal to 50 into D2 into divided by 50. That will be equal to 5 days again. Okay, answer. Next, a mason uses the expression 2x cube plus 16 to represent the area of the rectangular floor of a room. If he decides that the length of the room will be represented by 2 into x plus 2, then what will be the width of the room be represented in terms of x? கட்டிட வேலையாள் ஒருவர் அறையின் செவ்வக வடிவ தரையின் பரப்பளவு 2x cube plus 16 என தீர்மானித்துக் கொண்டார். அதன் நீளம் 2 into x plus 2 என குறிக்கப்பட்டால் அகலமானது x இன் சார்பாக பின்வருவனவற்றுள் எது? Okay, so here width of the room is being asked. Okay, so length is given and area is given. Okay, area of the rectangle given is 2x cube plus 16 and length is given as this, and we know that area is equal to length into breadth. So from there we will be calculating breadth. Okay, so we can rewrite and simplify and you will get the answer as x square minus 2x plus 4x. Okay, so the correct answer is option C. Next question, the volume of a solid hemisphere is 29,106 centimeter cube. Another hemisphere whose volume is 2/3 of the above is carved out. Find the radius of the new hemisphere. Okay, ஒரு திண்ம அரைக்கோளத்தில் கன அளவு 29,106 கன சென்டிமீட்டர், 2/3 பங்கு கன அளவுள்ள மற்றொரு அரைக்கோளம் இதிலிருந்து செதுக்கப்படுமானால் புதிய அரைக்கோளத்தின் ஆரம் என்ன? Okay, so you have a solid hemisphere. Okay, volume. A new hemisphere would be 2/3, right? 2/3 of the above. It is being carved out. So that is why you will be multiplying 2/3 with the given volume. So the formula of the new hemisphere will be 2 by 3 pi r cube. So for that, the radius of the new hemisphere would be 21 centimeter if you substitute it correctly. Okay, so you will be equating this formula and then you will be finding the value of R. Next question, the difference between simple and compound interest on a certain sum of money for 2 years at 2% per annum is rupees 4. Find the sum of money. 2% ஆண்டு வட்டியில் 2 ஆண்டுகளுக்கு ஒரு அசலுக்கு கிடைத்த கூட்டு வட்டிக்கும் தனி வட்டிக்கும் இடையே வித்தியாசம் 4 எனில் அவற்றின் அசல் என்ன? Okay, so if you know the correct formula, it is very easy. Okay, difference between simple interest and compound interest would be P into R power 100 whole square. Okay, so answer is 4 is equal to P into 2 by 100 whole square. Okay, so where P is equal to rupees 10,000. Next question, the difference between the compound interest and simple interest accrued on an amount of 18,000 in 2 years is 405 rupees. Then the rate of interest per annum is. 2 வருடங்களில் 18,000 மீதான கூட்டு வட்டி தனி வட்டி ஆகியவற்றின் வித்தியாசம் 405 எனில் வருட வட்டி விகிதம் எவ்வளவு? Okay, so the rate we will be assuming it as R percentage. Okay, so 1,800 is the amount and 2 years and 405. Okay, the difference between the simple and compound interest is being given 405. Okay, so rate of interest is being asked. So if you directly substitute it, you'll get the rate of interest is 15%. Next question, find the rate of interest if the difference between compound interest and simple interest on 8,000 compounded annually for 2 years is 20 rupees. Okay, so your rate of interest is asked again. So similarly, you will be substituting in the same formula. So if you substitute it, you'll get the value of R is 5%. Okay. Next, find the principal on amount 11,800 at 6% per annum for 3 years being simple interest annually. 3 ஆண்டுகளில் 6% தனி வட்டி வீதம் மொத்த தொகை 11,800 அளிக்கும் அசலை காண்க. Okay, you have been asked the principal. Okay, so amount is given, percentage is given, years is given. So simple interest and principal is being asked. Okay, so simply you will be substituting in this formula and then finding the principal amount. Okay, PNR by 100. So next is the value of a machine depreciates at 10% per year. If the present value is 1,62,000, what is the worth of the machine after 2 years? Okay, so இப்பொழுது அதனுடைய விலை மதிப்பு 1,62,200 எனில் ஒவ்வொரு ஆண்டுக்கும் இயந்திரத்தின் மதிப்பு 10% குறைகிறது and 2 ஆண்டுகள் கழித்து இந்த இயந்திரத்தின் மதிப்பு என்ன? 1,31,220. Okay, rate depreciation 10%. So present value is given and it's the same formula, right? So 90 depreciation percentage is 10% means, so we have to calculate as 90 into 90. So the correct answer is 1,31,220. A sum of 48,000 was lent out at simple interest at the end of 2 years and 3 months. The total amount was 55,560. So find the rate of interest per year. Okay, so here simple interest is being given and the years is being given in 2 years and 3 months. Okay, so you have to calculate this as 2 years and 2 into 1 by 4. So similarly, if you calculate, you will get the answer R as 7%. Simple formula. Next is Rahul wanted to find the height of a tree in his garden. He checked the ratio of his height to his shadow length. It was 4:1. He then measured the shadow of the tree. It was 15 feet. What was the height of the tree? ராகுல் தனது தோட்டத்தில் உள்ள ஒரு மரத்தின் உயரத்தை அறிய விரும்பினார். அப்போது அவர் தனது உயரத்தையும் தனது நிழலின் நீளத்தையும் அளந்து அது 4:1 என்ற வீதத்தில் உள்ளதை அறிந்தார். பின்பு மரத்தின் நிழலின் நீளம் 15 அடி எனில் மரத்தின் உயரம் என்ன? Okay, so triangle property. So substituting in this triangle property, you'll get this DE. You need to find the DE. Okay, so then substituting it is, we'll get D is equal to 60 feet. Next is a shopkeeper marked the price of an article as 15% more on its cost price and then offered 15% reduction for the article. Then he got. ஒரு கடைக்காரர் ஒரு பொருளின் அடக்க விலையில் 15% அதிகமாக்கி அதன் குறித்த விலை ஆக்குகிறார். அதில் 15% தள்ளுபடி தந்து விற்பனை செய்கிறார் எனில் கடைக்காரர் அடைந்தது எதனை? Okay, so he marked the price of an article 15% more initially from the cost price. Okay, so if the cost price is 100, he marked it as 115 and then he offered 15% reduction from that article. Okay, so reduction if you calculate, the selling price will be 97.75. So here the cost price we have assumed it is 100 rupees, but so here it is a loss. Next one, a hemispherical tank of radius 1.75 meter is full of water. It is connected with a pipe which empties the tank at the rate of 7 liters per second. How much time will it take to empty the tank completely? Okay, ஆரம் 1.75 மீட்டர் உள்ள ஒரு அரைக்கோள வடிவ தொட்டி முற்றிலும் நீரால் நிரப்பப்பட்டுள்ளது. ஒரு குழாயின் மூலம் வினாடிக்கு 7 லிட்டர் வீதம் தொட்டியிலிருந்து நீர் வெளியேற்றப்படுமானால் தொட்டியை எவ்வளவு நேரத்தில் முழுவதுமாக காலி செய்யலாம்? ஓகே, 27 நிமிடங்கள். Okay, so R is equal to 1.75 meters. Volume you can calculate from that. So that will be equal to 11.225 meter cube. 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liters. That will be equal to 11,225 liters. And then 7 liters of water for 1 second. So from that you can calculate the total seconds as 1604 seconds. So divided by 60 will give you 27 minutes approximately. Next one is find the LCM of x power 4 minus 1 and x square minus 2x plus 1. Okay, so LCM will be equal to, you can rewrite this x power 4 minus 1 as x square whole square minus 1 square. So this is again a square minus b square. That will be equal to a plus b into a minus b and then x minus 1 whole square. And then again you can write this as x square minus 1 square and x plus 1 into x minus 1. So again you can write this as x minus 1 whole square, x plus 1 into x square plus 1. So that will be your LCM. Okay, x square plus 1, x plus 1 into x square minus 1 whole square. That will be your LCM. Next is find the HCF. Okay, HCF of these two things. Only the common things you need to take. Okay, x square y plus x square plus xy. Okay, so here you can rewrite like this. So here the common thing is x into x plus y. That is why it is the HCF. Okay, next one is to simplify 5 1 by 2 plus 3 by 4 of 8 by 9. Okay, so simplify is very easy. Okay, if you substitute it and simplify, you will get 6 1 by 6. Okay, next is simplifying plus minus division. So these are all 6th standard questions. Okay, so you need to simplify this. Okay, so division, if you are removing the division, you need to put a multiplication sign and you have to write the reciprocal of it, and then you'll get the answer as 53 upon 12. Okay, so if you solve it out with a paper with you, it will be easily coming and the answer will be coming easily. Okay, the only thing is you have to be very careful when you're putting the symbols and you have to apply this bottommost rule. Next one is according to Darwin, speciation is effected by. டார்வின் கூற்றுப்படி இனங்கள் எதன் மூலம் தோற்றுவிக்கப்படுகின்றன? ஓகே, சிறிய தொடர்பு மரபு சார்ந்த மாறுபாடு, ஸ்மால் கண்டினியூஸ் ஹெரிட்டபிள் வேரியேஷன். ஓகே, ஸ்மால் கண்டினியூஸ் ஹெரிட்டபிள் வேரியேஷன். டார்வின், அக்கார்டிங் டு டார்வின், ஸ்பீஷியேஷன், இனங்கள் எப்படி வருது? ஸ்பீஷியேஷன் இஸ் டன் பை small continuous heritable variation, means it will be transferred from one generation to the next generation. It will be transferred. So that is why it is a small continuous heritable variation. From that only speciation has been done, and so many species have been there in our earth today. Okay. Next one is Agriculture Information Service Network. AgriSnet was launched for providing the following information: rainfall, fertilizers position, MSP, sister departments of farm community, மழை பொழிவு, உரை இருப்பு நிலவரம், குறைந்தபட்ச ஆதரவு விலை, பண்ணை சமூகத்தின் துணை துறைகள் பற்றி. Okay, except this MSP, all these things are done by AgriSnet. Okay, only MSP is not been done by AgriSnet. So it has been done by Government of India. So Government of India sets this MSP twice a year for 24 commodities, and this is done by the government to protect the farmers against the foreign price. Okay, so the next question is, which of the following incidents led தந்தை பெரியார் to agitate for communal reservation? கீழ்காணும் எந்த சம்பவங்கள் தந்தை பெரியாரை வகுப்புவாத இடஒதுக்கீடு தேவை என்ற கிளர்ச்சியை நோக்கி உந்தியது? Okay, the High Court and the Supreme Court declared as invalid the communal reservation for professional courses. தொழில்சார் கல்வியில் வகுப்பு வாரியான இடப்பங்கீடு செல்லாது என உயர்நீதிமன்றமும் உச்சநீதிமன்றமும் அறிவித்தது. Okay, so this incident indicates that Thandai Periyar agitated for this communal reservation. Okay, so High Court and Supreme Court declared that it is invalid for this communal reservation. That is why he led the agitation. Next question. According to Sustainable Development Goal Index 2019, Niti Aayog for the year 2019, Tamil Nadu stands third. Okay, Tamil Nadu has retained the third rank in the Sustainable Development Goals SDG index released by Niti Aayog. Okay. Next one is water drop in space is spherical because in the absence or reduced effects of gravity, the forces governing the objects are all the same and therefore the drop. Okay. விண்வெளியில் ஈர்ப்பு விசை இல்லாததனால் குறைவாக இருப்பதனால் பொருட்களின் மீதான அனைத்து விசைகளும் சமமாக இருக்கின்றது. இதனால் விண்வெளியில் நீர்த்துளியானது கோள வடிவு பெறுகின்றது. அவ்வாறு கோள வடிவம் ஏற்படுவதனால் நீர்த்துளி எவ்வாறு என்ன அடைகிறது? It attains the shape having the least amount of surface area. Okay, that will be the correct answer. Next is why Chennai is called as the Detroit of Asia. ஆசியாவின் டெட்ராய்ட் என்று அழைக்கப்படுவது எதனால் என்பதனால் இது மோட்டார் வாகனங்கள் அதிகமாக இருப்பது. Due to the presence of automobile industry, so Detroit is in USA, which has more automobiles, and here the Asia's Detroit is nothing but Chennai. Okay, next one is to reduce the investment and the incremental capital output ratio. The following approaches are to be accomplished. ஒரு முதலீடு மற்றும் அதிகரிக்கும் மூலதன வெளியீடு விகிதத்தை குறைக்க பின்வரும் அணுகுமுறைகள் நிறைவேற்றப்பட வேண்டும். Okay, so except the static efficiency, all the things has to be kept in mind. Okay, நிலையான செயல்திறன், it is not needed. Okay, so according to this, to reduce the investment and incremental capital output ratio, okay, we have to accomplish this dynamic efficiency, allocative efficiency, and technical efficiency. Okay, next one is according to All India Survey for Higher Education 2019, which state produced the maximum number of PhDs in the country in 2018? அனைத்து இந்திய உயர் கல்விக்கான கணக்கெடுப்பு 2019 படி எந்த மாநிலம் 2018 அதிகபட்ச எண்ணிக்கையிலான PhDகளை உருவாக்கியுள்ளது? It is nothing, none other than our Tamil Nadu. Okay. Next one is consider the following assertion and reason. This question is directly taken from NCERT. Okay, assertion is bringing down the influence of rich and powerful people in making government decision is the challenge in the concept of expansion of democracy, and the reason is people participation and their control is meaningful only when influence of the rich is brought down. It results in the deepening of democracy. மக்கள் பங்கெடுப்பு மற்றும் அவர்களின் கட்டுப்பாடு என்பது பணக்காரர்களின் செல்வாக்கு குறைக்கப்படும் பொழுது மட்டுமே பொருளுடையதாக மாறும். இதுவே ஜனநாயகத்தை ஆழப்படுத்தும் நடவடிக்கையாகும். Okay, so this question has been taken directly from NCERT. Okay, so in the NCERT, the first option is wrong. Okay, because the challenge of expansion goes like this. Most of the established democracy face this challenge of expansion. So it involves applying the basic principles of democratic government across all the regions, different social groups, and various institutions, ensuring greater power to the local governments, extension of federal principle to all the units of federation, inclusion of women and minority groups. Okay, then assertion reason, access to primary health centers helps identification, care and prevention of communicable diseases in rural communities. Reason, more optimum utilization of rural healthcare infrastructure is expected to yield expected results. கிராம மக்கள் சுகாதார மையங்களை எளிதாக அணுகும் பொழுது அந்த மக்களிடையே தொற்று நோய்களை அடையாளம் காணவும் கவனிக்கவும் தடுக்கவும் உதவுகிறது. கிராமப்புற சுகாதார உள்கட்டமைப்பின் உகந்த பயன்பாடு எதிர்நோக்கும் பலனை தரும். Okay, here both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Next question, which is the first state to employ differently abled in the NREGA scheme? Okay, Tamil Nadu is the first state to employ differently abled in NREGA. Okay, next question, you have to identify the personality. He was honored with such titles of Rao Sahib Rao Bahadur and Diwan Bahadur for his selfless social services he did for the marginalized in the caste order. His autobiography is G.V.A. Sarita Surukam, which is one of the earliest autobiographies. He founded the Adi Dravida Mahajana Sabha. So he is none other than Rettai Malai Srinivasan, who was along with Dr. Ambedkar attended 2 roundtable conferences mainly for the betterment of the depressed classes. Okay. Next question. In January 2019, Indian government approved the merger of 3 banks. Which of the following does not figure in merger? 2019 3 வங்கிகளை ஒருங்கிணைக்க இந்திய அரசு அனுமதி வழங்கியது. So it paid approval of Dena, Vijaya and Bank of Baroda. Okay, Oriental Bank of Commerce, United Banks, syndicate banks were merged. Okay, so Lakshmi Vilas Bank doesn't come under this. And next and last question, post Tsunami Sustainable Livelihood Program for the coastal communities of Tamil Nadu is assisted by Tamil Nadu உள்ள கடலோர மக்களுக்கான சுனாமிக்கு பின் நிலைத்த வாழ்வாதார திட்டத்திற்கு எது உதவுகிறது? International Fund for Agricultural Development, விவசாய மேம்பாட்டிற்கான சர்வதேச நிதியம். Okay, the government of Tamil Nadu with a loan assistance from the IFAD, International Fund for Agricultural Development, has decided to implement this post-tsunami sustainable livelihood program. Okay, that is all. We have completed all the 200 questions that has been asked from the January 3rd Group 1 preliminary examination and the explanation part as well. Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot. And if you have any doubts, you can ask doubts at doubts.studyiq@gmail.com, and you can contact these numbers as well. Thank you.